You donut.
Life is too short to be drinking shitty beer.
Welcome to another edition of Bands, Bikes and Booze Reviews. Again, stuck in isolation, as I hope you all are. Before I was, though, I went down to the Sellers Arms in Maidstone and got us a few takeaways. This was one of them. I bought this along with a few others, which I'll be reviewing at a later date. But this one is quite interesting because it's a collaboration from the Beer Shop London and Canopy Brewing. Both are based in South London, near Norwood, a place called Norwood. If you're a Crystal Palace fan, you'll know all about it. But what they've come up with is it's an Imperial Stout bordering on a pastry stout. There's a collaboration between the two. The Beer Shop wanted like a very sweet stout, which they, obviously they got a sweet tooth and they wanted that. The Canopy Brewery said, yeah, we'll do it, but what they've omitted from it is the lactose. So it's not a sort of pastry stout in the true sense of the word, but it's got all the sweet stuff added in. If I read out the ingredients, it's got water, barley, oats, wheat, raspberries, blueberry puree, hops, cocoa, yeast, vanilla and sprinkles. Oh, fucking hell. I've got an idea what this is going to taste like, but I haven't, if you know what I mean. It's 7.5 ABV and it's 440ml 440ml can, so it's 2/3 of a pint. So I'm just going to get this open and see what it's like. Now, Imperial Stouts are, if you don't know what an Imperial Stout is, it's a high ABV flavoured stout. Well, I say in flavoured stout, not all the time. They just have, big alcohol flavoured. Big alcohol in the stouts. God, I'm smelling this. This smells. It's like coffee, fruit, sweet fruit, a little touch of spirit alcohol, which you'd expect from the 7.5. And generally this smells quite nice. So without further ado, I'm going to get this into the glass and see what it smells, see what it tastes like. Now usually these Imperial Stouts don't have much of a head, and if they do, it dissipates rapidly because of the high alcohol content. But there it is with a head. It's a one finger head, beige head. You can't see anything through that at all whatsoever. Let's see what we've got on the nose. Yeah, more of the same. Slight coffee, big sweet fruit on that. And I can actually smell the blueberries as well. It smells quite nice. I don't know what it's going to taste like. This could be one of these deceptive ones where it smells nice and it tastes rank, or vice versa. So let's get it down the hatch. Cheers. Whoa. That's got a lot going on. Just get another drop of that. Right. Initially, raspberry. Then you've got real big sort of blueberry notes on it. I am getting that blueberry style flavour. from there. And then that just gives way to sort of big toffee malt, and at the end of it you've got that chocolate malt, that bitter roasted barley and chocolate malt, which gives it like a coffee style flavour, and the aftertaste is big. It's big coffee aftertaste on this. That's quite nice. That is quite nice. I'm drinking this cold, and it hasn't got a suggested temperature on this, but I think maybe I should have had this a little bit colder, a little bit warmer, sorry. It's got vanilla sprinkles on this as well. I'm not really getting the vanilla. Yeah, I'm getting the blueberry. Well, it's blueberry puree, so I am going to get that. And there's raspberries, I'm definitely getting that. There's barley, which is probably roasted, which is giving it the colour. It's got oats and wheat in it as well. That's giving it quite a nice mouthfeel, them too. Super rich, real full-bodied stout, that is. That's really nice. That's really good. This is a limited edition, so if you can get hold of it, do so now. I don't know how long this is going to last, but according to the thing, it's to celebrate, I think it's the beer shop, I think it's 5 years, yeah, fifth birthday collaboration with the beer shop. So I don't know whether that's Canopy's 5th birthday or the beer shop, but either way, this is good. They're really good. And these beer shops that keep popping up every now and again, I don't know whether you're familiar with them or not, or whether you've got them around your way. There's quite a few in London. There's a good one in Dorking in Surrey, and there's quite a few in Kent as well. And they're basically shops that sell beer, nothing else but beer, and you can drink in the shop. And it's a bit of a weird experience where you're having, you know, you're surrounded by beers on a shelf that you can actually touch, and you're having a beer with your mates, like on a barrel or something like that, and you're in a shop, so you can just pick stuff off the shelf, go up the counter and pay for it. You know, maybe that's the way forward. I don't want to see pubs go out of business, but, you know, for us, well, I'm saying us, but for us drinkers who don't want to go into a pub, and I don't know about you, but one of my biggest bugbears is when I walk into a pub and I'm smelling food. I just want to go into a pub and drink. Now, that might sound a bit like a snobbish attitude, but pubs were originally, and it's what I remember when I was a kid, you know, well, I've been drinking since I was 13, but I do remember just walking into pubs. You wouldn't get, the only food you'd get in a pub would be like pickled eggs, crisps for the kids, or a bag of peanuts or something, and that would be as far as it goes. If you was lucky, you would get a lot of roll, ham roll, cheese roll, and that would be it. You wouldn't be getting the gourmet dinners you're getting now. And, you know, pubs they're almost like pseudo restaurants. And to be honest, that just kills the atmosphere of a pub. I like a pub for a bit of character. You know, I like it with characters in the pub. You know, the occasional glassing, or, you know, the occasional fight or whatever. I'm joking. Calm the fuck down. All right, I'm joking. But, you know what I mean? A pub with a bit of character. But I draw the line at karaoke. That can fuck off. But yeah, going way off topic here. But yeah, I'm talking about beer shops. But yeah, if there are any beer shops around your way, I mean, you know, if you're watching this channel, I assume you already know about it. But if you do see one, get yourself in there. It's a bit of a weird experience drinking a pint in a shop. But I could get used to it. At the end of the day, I've always said that a pub is not about the building, it's about the people and the landlord. So yeah, just bear that in mind. Anyway, having a right old fucking off topic rant there, let's get back to this beer. So this Canopy and beer shop collaboration, Imperial Stout, really nice. I like this. It's very sweet, and it takes all the hard edges off off one of them really strong Imperial stouts. I'll give you an example. The Guinness Foreign Extra that I reviewed a while back, I mean, that was a full-on stout, bitter, had a little bit of sweetness on it to start off with, but it just screamed. Put it this way, it was more bitter than a Spurs fan who just lost the Premier League title. That's how bitter it was, and it doesn't come much fucking bitterer than that. But I'm just losing subscribers here. But there you go. So back on the topic of this, yes, this is really nice. It's quite sweet. It's got all the fruit going on, and the big coffee aftertaste as well. It's 7.2%. So you know, you got to treat it with a little bit of caution because it is very drinkable. But what I like about it, and you know, I might be in the minority here, but I do prefer beer like this, you know, to the stuff with the lactose in it. Don't get me wrong, there is a place for it, and there are certain ones that I think are quite nice. Is it Siren Brewery? I think it is. They do a stout with lactose in it. That's supremely fucking drinkable. But if I had a choice, I'd rather not have the lactose in it. And I think if you like your stouts, you either go one way or the other. You like your sort of milk stouts because effectively that's what it is, or you like your traditional stouts, you know, and your porters as well. And this falls on the other side, but it's got all the sweetness in it, the fruit, you know, the stuff they have added on as well. The wheat and the oats make this mouthfeel, and the drinkability of it superb. So really good. So what would I give it? Well, this is the first one I've had from the Canopy Brewery, and so far that is not bad. So I would give this, I'd give this a 9 out of 10 because I really do like that. That is really good. And would I recommend it? Yeah, I would, but I'll say if you're going to get it now, you got to do it now, because this is a limited edition, and I can imagine this is going to sell out quite quickly because it's very drinkable, and you won't be able to get it after a while. So yeah, highly recommended. Get it. 9 out of 10. And remember, beer is working class champagne.